Hey, it's Dave Rowland. I've been getting a lot of questions lately about a couple different dieting systems, if you will. We've also been talking a lot about consistency lately. And I kind of wanted to bring these two topics together and hopefully I can answer them together and I hope this will be helpful to you. Whatever type of, and you know I don't like the word diet, so let me say nutritional program. Whatever type of nutritional program that we're on, it needs to be consistent. Like the consistency is where we get the results. Okay, for something to be consistent, for us to be consistent with something, I should say, it needs to be doable. It needs to be replicatable. We need to do it meal after meal after day, at least to about a 90% mark. It also has to drive us to our goals. I mean, if it's not driving us to our goals, there's no sense in doing it anyway, right? So we have to be getting results from it. The other thing I don't think we talk about enough is it has to be healthy. It has to be healthy. So I would say that, and the other part is it has to be sustainable. We have to be able to do it for a prolonged period of time. Therefore, if it's sustainable, if it's leading us to our goals and we're getting healthy results and it's doable, that'll give us the consistency and that's going to help us immensely. You know, certainly with it being doable, that speaks to it needs to be some level of enjoyable, has to work within our lifestyle. And that's one thing that I talk to my one-on-one clients about a lot is making sure that this is moderately enjoyable, okay? And it works with our lifestyle. Now, so what does that have to do with these different dieting modalities? Again, I get asked a lot about keto and intermittent fasting and paleo, and I have done all of these. In fact, I've done intermittent fasting with keto, and I could kind of get into those details in my opinion somewhere along the line. But the bottom line is this: two things. For these to work, yeah, it has to be doable, right? It has to drive you to your goals. You have to be getting the proper results from it. It has to be healthy. It has to be sustainable. Okay, so if you're on a keto or intermittent fasting program and if it's leading you down the right road and you're doing it in a healthy manner, great. That's absolutely fantastic. If it's not leading you to your goals or if it's not sustainable, and everybody's different, but if it's not leading you to your goals or if you don't feel it's healthy or if you don't feel that it's sustainable, then we need to have another conversation, and that's fine too. One thing I would say though, that all of these different diets or all these different nutrition plans, if we view them as circles, there is an area where they all kind of overlap, okay? And these are two things that they all have in common that we talk about a lot. Does it create, if you're trying to lose weight, does it create a caloric deficit, okay? Keto does create a caloric deficit by eliminating carbohydrates. Intermittent fasting does create a caloric deficit by minimizing your eating window, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so that's a commonality amongst these. The other commonality is the elimination or great reduction of processed food. So that's another way that all these work together. Again, the bottom line is it has to work for you. And if it works for you, great. And if it doesn't work for you, not great. One thing to keep in mind though is that whatever program you're on, you really need to be lifting weights also. You need to be lifting weights. Lifting weights will help you increase or at least maintain your muscle mass, okay? Muscle being metabolic, as we talked before, is going to help you burn more calories as the day goes on. So I'd highly suggest if you're on some type of keto or intermittent fasting program that doesn't include weightlifting, hey, let's talk. Let's make sure we include that weightlifting component in there to help you drive to your results. Hope that helps, and love to hear your comments below. If you have any experience with keto or intermittent fasting or paleo or even like Weight Watchers, processed food, love to hear what you're doing and what type of results that you're getting. You guys have a great week. We'll see you.